Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Medieval. Last time we completed the Pools of the Ancient Dead, and now we can move on to the lake. And like we ended the last stage, we are riding on the boat, which is good for continuity. Although unfortunately we don't have any more dialogue with the boatman. He will dock here and then doesn't want to talk to us anymore after that. You haven't got your army now. Better to use stealth than charge in. Beware the watchers. If they spot you, they will soon summon others. This is another message that you pretty much have to ignore because if you want to get the chalice, you need them to spawn those enemies to get 100%. So pretty much let the watchers see you because you need to. These fish, they just spit water at you. They do a little bit of damage. Nothing major though. Which is really more annoying than anything. Sometimes they kind of come across you like that and you can at least cut them. This is one of the watchers, so I'm going to let it spot me. Because I want it to spawn these guys. These guys are actually kind of annoying because you can see sometimes my sword won't hit them. It's almost like they're ducking. I'm not really sure if there's a better way to kill them with the regular weapons. I will have another method for killing some other ones that we'll encounter in a little bit. They're not particularly dangerous, they're just kind of annoying in the face. These eyes, they don't generate any arrows, they just spit tears at you. So you can kill them safely without having to worry about that. Just avoid the fish there. Let this one spot me, make some more. Make some more somewhere, I heard him. Oh, there he is. I do want to be careful because knocking them into the water, as you will see, can be very annoying. These wall things, the eyes, don't even give you any percentage.
The ancient people of this long-vanished town once sought to harness the power of crystals found in the caverns below. Now, Zarok seeks to unlock the secrets of this arcane science. This mine shaft leads deep into the earth, to certain doom in the crystal caverns.
So, he's trying to get down into the crystal caves. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to open up the pathway for him. I'm honestly not really sure why we do that. I mean, I know part of it's because we need to progress, but is there another way we can go besides opening up the way? I mean, it's bad enough that we let out the shadow demons for him. Even though we did kill the ones that were in that one stage, there's plenty more out there, I'm sure. So, I don't know. Seems like we might be doing just more harm than good by opening up the doorway. But, it's what we gotta do. I think we're good on that. Playing a little dangerously by dashing probably more than I should, but it's kind of just a habit of mine. Can't stand being slow. Now, this is where they get really annoying, is when you actually try to fight them on the bridges, because if you hit them back into the water, which can happen very easily, it doesn't kill them. You just have to wait for them to hop back on again, which sometimes it feels like they don't even reappear. I think it's actually maybe sometimes glitches, and that's kind of bad because then you're going to miss out on percentage. Now, luckily I can miss some of them, so even if those don't come back, I should be okay. But so they're annoying for two reasons. One, because it seems like they can glitch and not even respawn, and then two, it's just tedious having to wait for them to keep hopping back on and off. So what I actually recommend doing is what I did the last time I played this is if you got the chicken drumstick, this is another perfect time to use them, because it just insta-kills them. So not only is it good to quick kill them, you can get health off of it, it just makes it so they can't keep hopping in and out of the water like that. Now let's see, which runes do I have? I do have this rune here. We'll learn what these machines do in just a second, but I'm just going to activate this one now. We'll let this watcher spot me. Spawn a couple more. Sometimes you'll throw the chicken in and we'll miss, though, unfortunately. just line up your shot before you throw it as best you can. The crystal contraptions that surround the whirlpool can freeze its dangerously turbulent waters. You will need all the rune keys to activate the magical machines. I'm pretty sure if I tried to jump in now, it would just kill me like any other water would, and I'd lose a life bottle. I don't think it has any unique animation or anything for it. But be careful, I won't kill myself on my own by just turning around like that. And this is where my shield is going to take a little bit of a beating. Now this is a spot in particular that I find that if I knock the guys that are going to spawn here, if I knock them into the water, they just don't seem to come back ever. So I definitely want to use this instead to make sure I get the kill. Plus you can see that the chicken really does quickly add up in terms of health. We do have a fountain we can use over there though. I'm actually thinking about it. I actually don't think I need to really use the fountain coming up here. Besides the chicken that we're getting. There'll actually be some more health anyways. Oh. Do want to make sure. Oh, let's see if he'll do it. Because sometimes once you get far enough away from them, they'll just kind of sit down and not do anything. They just kind of chill. And sometimes if you're behind them, you can then get the drop on them before they do anything. So that's back the way we came. So we can go ahead and just charge on in. I kind of like this part being underneath the water here. Get a silver shield. And I didn't point this out, but back in the stage with Jack of the Green, there was that elephant that cut out of the bushes, and it had some fins on the back. Well, now you can see why. Because we have some underwater elephants. I'm not even sure how that works, or if that would even be possible. But it's a video game, so just use video game logic, I suppose. And we almost have enough for the chalice. The remaining percentage we should be able to get over here. Don't spit that crap at me. The camera would cooperate. Let's see here. Actually, I should repair my shield since it's been taking a beating, and I think I'm good on the projectiles. I got plenty to work with. Hit the switch. Now, fairly quickly, there should be some more that will spawn here. So we get spotted. Don't know why I'm killing these things. They don't give me anything. I suppose just out of hatred of them. Come on, spawn your little friends so I can kill them. You gonna spawn them or what? There you go. It's like I'm ready to go. I'm right here. Come find me. I'm right here. At least a good 2 more here. Maybe just the one? Oh, not just the one. Inside this building, there's a gold chest, but don't rush in too quickly, because you can die in that part of the water right there. I've done it before. So, before we forget, let's get the chalice. Which was right back where we came in here. Alright, good. Sometimes it's easy to forget that you need to grab that. At least I've done that before. Alright, we can get out of here now. And I want to go to the right. Technically, you don't have to use this. I have tested it. You can dash jump from kind of like one to the other. But we'll just play it safe. Overall, the stage is, I don't know, kind of meh. There wasn't really anything too special about it, honestly. It has that new enemy type, but you're just pretty much collecting a bunch of runes and just going forward. So now back at the Hall of Heroes, we can get the other reward that we passed up on, which is back at Ravenhooves. I think he might be the only one that you go back to a total of 3 times. At least that's what I remember.
Oh, Danielle, I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is. Do you fancy a little gamble, like?
Now, this bothers me for 2 reasons. One, they reused the exact same lines. They couldn't have had any other kind of dialogue. But then, 2, really, dude? You still don't know what these are? They're yours. You freaking use them. They're part of your longbow, but whatever. Anyways, now we have the magic longbow, which should be, I think, the strongest projectile weapon, but probably the most expensive, I'm assuming here. And I'm not sure what the maximum is, but I know it's not very high. But they are good to have, I suppose. This is actually the point where I can't really remember what the next couple of rewards will be. Maybe some more life bottles and gold or something, because I can only think of one other reward right now. But we'll worry about that later once we get there. For now, that's going to be it for this. So, in the next video, we will head on to the Crystal Caves. So, I'll see you then.